Hello everyone, Sonia here from Sonia's Crafting Insanity, and today I'm going to show you how I made this butterfly thanks card with all the silver background and using alcohol inks. So I started off with a piece of Yupo paper. I added some alcohol blending solution, and then I chose two different pink alcohol solutions. And I started by just randomly dropping one of them in different spots on the cardstock. Then using my blower, my Tim Holtz blower, I moved the alcohol ink around. Here I'm adding some silver mixative and my second pink alcohol ink. Again, just moving it around, trying to get it how I like it. Going back and forth, adding more solutions, more alcohol ink, more blending solution, and then blowing it and to move it around. Once I got that done, I then got out my MFT Butterfly Dynamics. I am going to use these three butterfly backgrounds here to cut out of this Yupo paper. Taped it down, and using my Gemini Junior machine, I did cut out these three cute little butterfly bodies, or backgrounds, from the Yupo paper. Once that was done, I did take the butterfly outlines and cut it out of this sparkle silver paper. This is the Simonson Stamp Silver Sparkle paper. Once I got those cut out, I then glued the outlines onto the bodies using my reverse tweezers and Barely Art glue. There were a few little bits here and there that didn't come out when I originally took them out of the die. That is why I was picking them off there. And now I'm just adding the Barely Art glue to the back of that and gonna glue it down. I held it down for a few minutes, did place a stamping block on top to hold it down and get it glued nice and glued. I did that to all three butterflies, and then I cut my front panel down a white piece of paper down to 3 3/4 by 5. I then placed it in my splat box and used some silver shimmer spray to spray on it so I could make it nice and kind of glittery in the background. Then using my ATG gun or tape, I then taped this to a mat, this nice pink mat that kind of matched the alcohol ink colors. Once that is complete, I then did take this thanks die and cut it also out of that silver sparkle paper. This is a Lawn Fawn thanks die. Here I'm just placing everything kind of on the paper, seeing what orientation I would like them to be. And then I took a picture so I wouldn't forget. Then I decided I needed to do the inside before I adhered that to the front panel. I used this. This is a thank you die set, or thank you stamp set from Simon Says Stamp. It came in a card kit at one point. And I used the thank you for everything stamp. It was a brand new stamp, or I had not used this stamp before, so that is why I used my finger to kind of rub across it to make it stamp a little better. Then using my Tim Holtz stamp platform. This is the travel size, and my Memento Tuxedo ink. I did stamp that on the inside of the card, and then I adhered the front panel onto the card base with my ATG tape again. I do always do it backwards because it's easier for me to adhere for some reason. That way I can see it better. Once that is complete, I lay my images all back down on my front panel, and then using my Barely Art glue, I'm going to adhere them again to the front of the card. With the butterflies, I did just glue down the center behind the body, leaving the wings to kind of pop up a little bit, giving it a kind of cool little dimension. Then I went ahead and glued down the thanks sentiments, placing that on the card where I wanted it. And then once that is adhered, I went ahead and did the other two butterflies, again only gluing them down in the center so that their wings kind of popped up a little bit. Once that is done, I did decide to add a little bit of additional additional, I guess, decoration to the card, and using my clear Nuvo drops, I added 3 little gems in the top left corner, 3 right above the thanks, and 3 to the left of the bottom butterfly. Once I had added the Nuvo crystal drops, I then did tap it on my hand at first. Then I tried the bottle of the Nuvo drops come in, and I think finally then I did use an embossing powder lit container. Just try to flatten those drops out a little bit. Otherwise they do look a little pointy, but if you tap them properly, they will flatten out and look better. And so that's all for you. I know it's hard to see in the pictures, but there is a silver sparkle in the background from the spray. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.